Okay, so apparently there is a dev for Dead by Daylight who came out and has some harsh criticism for Palworld. So this guy's in the industry. He's likely a talented individual who worked on games for a long time. So let's respect his opinion as I analyze my position as an addicted Palworld player. Okay, Palworld crossing 2 million, moved past CS:GO, pub, and are trailing only PUBG behind all-time concurrency rankings. However, it's already clear record holder for how quickly I became sick of talking about the game. Okay, sure. I don't think Palworld is very good. It's insanely buggy. This game's most dangerous enemies are the random holes in... How much did Dead by Daylight cost? Is it free? Because honestly, I feel like if this was coming from I don't know, like some sort of Sony exec or something, it's like, bro, Palworld costs $30. Get on their level, even with the bugs. You know what I mean? But whatever. Combat is boring and repetitive. Definitely disagree on that. The balancing is awful. This really becomes apparent in the mid and end game when catch rates seem to decrease and your own weapons damage dramatically outscale what your pals are capable of. First of all, your own weapons damage should already be... that should be happening from the rip. Your pals' damage is way higher than your own weapons, man. That should be how it is the entire game. I try to play it with just pals as much as I could. You still should poison with bows, and the shotgun's pretty good, and you kind of need the rocket launcher for those end game towers. So, and you know what? Like, you gotta breed too. I'll say there's tiers. It goes like easy. In the beginning and the middle, it's pretty easy, but that end game difficulty definitely has a spike, and it's only like 2 bosses, so you could literally play 100 hours and not even be close to getting to that point, and you're still gonna enjoy your time. Anyway, but the combination of 2 strong loops is powerful stuff. Monster taming, just one more catch, and crafting, just one more build. Yeah, I agree. Result in addictive amount of just one more time, and since I'm weak, I'll admit I've played a great many... Bro. This game isn't good, but I played a lot of hours. Pretty bad look, Chief. And beating all the towers. Wow. Oh, he beat all the towers. Oh, no wonder he's like frustrated to bounce. I was a little frustrated on it until I started using a rocket launcher, and then I realized the game kind of incentivizes you completing your crafting journey in order to complete the game. It makes sense. However, I won't be chasing all the legendaries. Bro, if you beat the towers, then chasing the legendaries ain't that hard. I'll do my best to resist the new content when it arrives. I'll do my best to resist the new content when it arrives. Dude, why is this coming off so petty now? Palworld is early access. The windfall its sales have generated should allow it to deliver on its roadmap. Yeah, I'm sure both the balancing and bugs will be addressed. Okay. Yeah, it's missing something. I don't think any amount of money can fix. There's no warmth here? What? Bro, you do not understand how much I struggle staying warm in this game. No, there's definitely warmth in here, bro. Do you know how many times... Like, I had one of the little flame bells, and when they're working, it's so funny. They're just like... They're just crawling. They're not really crawling. They're like sliming, but they're like a fire slime. And they take their good old time, dude. It's so... Oh, my God. There's tons of warmth in this game. I definitely disagree. At the risk of being... Sakari, whatever that means. What makes Pokemon special is the bond you form with your adorable ball dwellers. Bro, what is he talking about? Is there like a side game where you like talk to your Pokemon and kind of feel out their like charisma or whatever? Do they have side quests for your Pokemon? Is this Fallout? I definitely disagree. I definitely have some pals that I'm really into. Catris and Palladius, both really cool for me. I love those 2 pals, and I think they're cooler than any Pokemon ever made. How about that? Definitely some hyperbole. I think Mewtwo's pretty cool and stuff. But I think pals are tantamount to Pokemon for the most part. Or at least the ones that I grew fond of, I guess. The strongest trainers are those who have the greatest connection with their Pokemon. That has never been a real mechanic. What is this guy doing? The fundamental tenet of the franchise is that there's power in empathy. Nothing hammers this idea home better than the first episode of the animated series. Bro, okay, guess what? We're talking about video games. We're not talking about the animated series Pokemon. Is Ash in any Pokemon game? So, like, what? Bro, how Dude, this is what I don't understand. This guy likely went through college and think he's making good points right now. I'm a dropout, and I understand that these points are absolutely individualized. I was going to say selfish, but that's way too hard. But he's clearly, he has his own criteria for PAL Monster Pocket games. And in my opinion, that criteria doesn't even exist. Okay. As Cass Marshall wrote in a great piece for Polygon, the problem is that I don't particularly care about any of my pals. A full-blown adult working for Polygon, the problem is I don't particularly care about video games. Literally is like, that's pretty much what he's saying. Yes, I'm accusing of the writer for Polygon to not really care about video games. These people write video games for a job. They don't do it for a passion. It's like, dude, I don't even know that guy, and I'm very confident in saying that. I caught hundreds of pals, and I won't remember a single one. These critters are just a disposable resource. Oh, okay, so you are learning how to play Palworld. He's actually getting it. He's starting to get a little bit of it. I'm a bit of a battle junkie myself, so I do treat my pals as warriors. So maybe I'm not connecting to them that way because I'm not understanding their sensitive feelings or something. I don't know. These critters are just disposable resources and labor. This is hilarious. This is definitely where this game starts to set itself from Pokemon. I love how he pointed this out. And aesthetics aside, they reminded me more of the slaves in Conan Exiles than any Pokemon. Cringe. Absolutely cringe comparison, bro. Here's the difference. Pals likely don't exist. I mean, neither does Conan, right? But it's still like, bro, it's a game. Come on, chill out. You're definitely onto something with disposable resources and labor, but you shouldn't be like, oh, they remind me of like Conan Exile slaves. It's like, all right, dude, we're having fun here. Chill out. That could be right as far as mechanics goes, but I don't know. I didn't like that comparison. It makes it too serious. It's like, dude, it's funny. Like we're putting a cat on a machine gun to protect your base that you're building, and that base you probably could build and have like 200 hours on. Dude, you know how much extra time I got out of Fallout 4 just because of the settlements? It's insane. I'm hardly the first to make this point, but the greatest takeaway from Palworld is the missed opportunity for Game Freak, who has been taking a devoted player base for granted for so long. Yeah, you're right. He's right about the greatest takeaway for Palworld is that it provided something that people were asking for. Wait, how is that a takeaway? Wait, that's not even a takeaway. Oh, that's interesting. It's just the way you frame it that makes it a takeaway. Huh. Interesting. Journalism writing 101 on a college dropouts YouTube channel. Wow. Okay, anyway. The bigger winner here, Beyond Pocket Pair, whatever that is, whomever at Microsoft Xbox Game Studio signed that Game Pass deal. Yeah, guess what? It's a $30 game. How much was Pokemon, bro? Aren't like past generation Pokemon games still $60? Dude, what an absolute bad take. Nothing really stands out to me why this guy should be like Palworld's not even on your same. The guys aren't even competing with each other, dude. I don't understand why he's so salty about. Oh, I see. Because you know what? He sees with all the money they're getting, we're going to get free updates, baby. That's probably what he's predicting, and that's probably why he's salty. Because, one user review. Hey, Alan Wake. Alan Wake for $5, that's fine, I guess. I mean, considering they're selling Dead by Daylight most of the time for like $10, and it's cheaper than Palworld, so whatever. We'll give them $25 with Alan Wake. That's pretty good. Chucky, you can get Chucky. How much is? Oh, there's 34? Oh, I'm starting to understand now. Hey, dude, you can get that Nicolas Cage pack for $7. You know what? These devs should be a lot more honest with their criticism, because like he's basically just talking about the game in a negative way when it's like, yeah, that's a lot of this stuff is why we're here and why we find it fun. You getting attached to your pals is kind of mute, because or moot, whatever it is. It's not a real point, because I disagree. Simply due to the fact that wow, there's a lot of DLC here. Simply due to the fact that I did get attached to my pals, because guess what? I haven't played Pokemon in years, but I still like Pokemon. It's super fun. So, I don't know. I'm enjoying my time. But yeah, hopefully we get free updates and not 34 pages of DLC product placement. Well, he made some decent points. I don't think he did a good job justifying how Pokemon makes you attached to your team. One of his biggest points was about the show, not a video game. Yeah, I know. And it's crazy that he doesn't even get that distinction. I think the fact that you can interact with and utilize your pals is more ways than most Pokemon actually make them more memorable. Yeah, just like, I don't know. That's true, like emotes and stuff. There are also no evolutions, so your pal will always be the same adorable or cool pal since you first met him. Pokemon's still great, but I think his argument was weak. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, in Pokemon games, the Pokemon are either just tools for battle or sitting in the box, not seeing sunlight for eternity. There are even less ways to interact with your creatures. Palworld could definitely consider adding a story mode in the future where you can have at least a good guy route and a bad guy route. Yeah, why not? And in the good guy route, you beat the bad guys with the power of friendship or something. I just assume it's just contextual. Like you beat the guy who's like, you know, caging all the pals or something. It's never been essential to Palworld's gameplay that you treat pals as dispensable resources. The game offers you tons of ways to be good with the pals who work in your factory. Yeah, I agree. In fact, taking care of them is like one of the, you know, main parts of the settlements. But yeah, you can also overwork them and stuff. So the options are there. I, for instance, have been eating berries exclusively while feeding my pals mammoth steaks that I hunt in the wild. Oh, that's that's good for you, man. That's very adorable. I think part of what makes this game good is that the game does not penalize you for either playstyle. You can replace overworked pals by catching more pals, or you can also keep your pals happy so that you do not have to be fretted about constant replacement. Both styles are feasible in gameplay, so the choice is yours. Okay, this is a little weird, but okay, that makes sense. It's a good take. It's a good take. It's just the overwork replacing thing. It's like, oh, geez, this is getting too real. I have over 5Ks in DBD. 5K hours, sorry. I have over 5K hours in DBD. And honestly, it sounds like he's describing DBD. DBD is filled with bugs, exploits they announced years ago and didn't fix, latency issues, and it's been out for 7 years. Well, good thing we don't have to worry about, well, I don't have to worry about latency issues. I've been playing Palworld solo, so. I've been playing it with friends on another server, but we only have like 4 or 3, so latency's pretty fine. Besides the giant tower you built, and whatever. The tower's dope. Just making a joke. They don't say the game has spaghetti code for no reason. Palworld is still in beta. This dev seems insecure. See, okay, boom. That's exactly what I was thinking, because once I saw all the product placement DLC, I was like, oh wow, they really are trying to milk their fan base. Dude. Dead by Daylight, like, never had anything, like, appealing to me as far as community-wise. I don't know. It seems like an alright game, but, like, I don't, I personally don't get the motivation to play it. But it is what it is. Bruh, Pokemon would be exactly the same if it wasn't for the anime. Pokemon games are exactly the same. Disposable IV slot. I don't know what IV slots. Oh, maybe, I don't know. Whatever. Disposable slot takers until better. What is this? What is IV supposed to be? I have no idea. Whatever. Devs coming up with points that easily apply to that which they say is superior is such an obvious clap back at people who are doing their jobs better than them at their dismay. Yes. I don't understand why I'm reading that so weird. Devs coming up with points that easily apply that which they say is superior is such an obvious clapback at people who are doing their jobs better than them at their dismay. Okay. Yes, insecurity. 100% insecurity. It's okay to be jealous. It's not okay to rationalize that into a senseless argument just to have something critical to say. Yes, I agree. Holy crap, this is a good comment. Yeah, deal with your jealousy, and then come back and give us a unique perspective. But if you're getting salty because Palworld is successful, and you're shelling out $20 DLC packs every other month that have some sort of IP on it, it's just like, bro, you guys aren't clearly paying attention to the good parts of your game. You're clearly trying to sell out your game. And you're getting mad because Palworld sold out their game because they just like making games. Insane, dude. What is this, dude? Like, honestly, we really got to get devs, or not even devs. Most devs, I believe, like making games. But we really, really have to iron out. Are you into making games for money, or are you into making games because you like making games? If you're in it for money, you're going to have takes like this guy where you're all jealous because they're super successful and all they did was just make a fun game to play, which is what we ask for. So, boom. Maybe go back to the drawing board on that guy. I don't even know his name. Dead by Daylight Chief of Staff? Wow! Bro! Yo, red flag, dude! Oh my god. I think we said all that needed to be said on this subject. I thought that was just some random guy. That is an absolutely horrible take, dude. Oh my god, what a terrible look for your game, my guy. Their attention, definitely in the wrong areas. 100%. Holy crap. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Definitely comment, what you want to talk, what you want to say about this, because we'll definitely have a discussion on this. Absolutely insane. Holy crap, dude. Alright, well, GG's, guy.